Hi, welcome to another episode of Marketo Chat. My name is Chiranjit Shah, and in today's video, I will give you a walkthrough of how to create a nurture engagement program in Marketo. Briefly, we will also discuss what is the difference between the drip campaign and the nurture engagement program. When you should create a nurture engagement program versus a drip campaign. We will also learn why do we even need a nurture engagement program? Why do we create an engagement program in Marketo? We will learn some of the best practices when you are planning and designing your nurture engagement program that you should keep in mind to have the most effective outcome that you can get from the engagement program that you're trying to build. So, stay with me for the next couple of minutes to learn all this that I learned. So, when you think about engagement program, naturally it comes what is the nurturing? So, the nurturing is the process of building a relationship with your customer over a period of time by sharing a relevant and valuable content with your customer on the basis of their customer journey, where they are, by designing those strategies so your customer not just get engaged with your campaign but also aspire and wait to receive an email communication from you. So what are the some of the attribute of nurture engagement program? So nurture engagement program are regularly. You want to regularly send communication to your customers, maybe weekly, bi-weekly, or maybe monthly. It totally depends upon your use cases. But the key is regular touch. You want to send them a communication on the basis of their buyer journey by carefully mapping your content on the basis of your customers buyer journey, where they are, whether they are at the awareness stage, consideration stage, or decision stage. Your content must be aligned on the basis of that. When you're planning your nurture engagement program, think not them as a stream but also as a customer. All of them that you're trying to reach, they are a customer, individual customer. You want to share a content that will resonate with them on the basis of their journey. You want to give them a valuable information which will help them utilize your product and services, or maybe know more about your product and services in a better manner. Your goal should be the build of a reputation and trust with your customer and prospect, not just to sell your product. Why so? As per McKinsey's recent survey, 73% leads that are generated by marketing are not yet ready to purchase from you. So you need to build that rapport and value with your prospect over the period of time so that they can trust on your product and services, and then they make a buy decision with you. The campaign that you're building, it should be long term. Remember, some of this engagement program can last for years. You should be able to measure the outcome of your nurture engagement program. So when you're trying to build it, consider the success matrices that you have. What are the things that you're trying to achieve by building this campaign? What is the difference between the drip campaign and the marketing nurture? So drip campaign are a sequence of email that you build by using most probably a wait step. You say, okay, first email go today, then wait for 14 days, send second email, wait for 7 days, send this email. If doesn't open this email, send them another email. If you click this link, send them another email. This sequence of email is called drip campaign. This drip campaign is good when you want to do a onboarding kind of communication. You can employ this strategy, but this strategy have a drawback, which are you can these campaign are static. They cannot be dynamic. They doesn't look for the behavior that you can utilize in the engagement program. So whereas the engagement program are dynamic in nature, they track the behavior of your customer on the basis of the customer behavior and logic. You can advance them from one stream to another stream, and maybe you can you know pull them from there that particular campaign, so you can move them into more higher intense customer focus at the bottom of the funnel campaign strategy, depending upon your use case. That is possible with the engagement program. By creating a nurture campaign, you help accelerate your customer's buyer journey. You reduce your buyer cycle by regularly building trust and helping them accelerate on their journey. You also build a brand and reputation with your customer. So what are some of the special feature of engagement program that you don't get into drip campaign uh, in Marketo? That is the recipient time zone. You can send communication on the basis of your recipient time zone from an engagement program that is not available in your drip campaign. You can prioritize your campaign on the basis of their, whether you want to put them on top or the bottom. You can rearrange their order any point of time you want. The third thing is you have a special feature called availability. If you want, you can put an email to be available only for a specific time frame, and after that, it will not be available. Similarly, you can also add event programs or a default program into your engagement program. And again, you can utilize the feature of availability. For example, you're having a global show coming up very soon. You want to send invitation for those event to your prospect who are the member of your engagement program. But look, that is an event, that is a date driven program. So after that day, you don't want to send them uh, for registering that event. So what you can do is in your nurture engagement program, you can utilize the availability feature, and once that event is over, it will deactivate, and the future customer or prospect will not receive that invitation. Not only that, you also have a different stream. You can build one stream for top of the funnel, mid of the funnel, or the bottom of the funnel, or in other word, we can say awareness, consideration, and decision stream. And you can move people from one stream to another stream on the basis of their behavior. Perhaps their lead score is changed, or the program status is changed. You can pull people into one of the stream and move them on the basis of these behaviors. In the later part of this video, I will also discuss what kind of nurture campaign you can build. So watch this complete video to learn about that. Let's dive into Marketo and see how to build one nurture campaign program for us. So without any further ado, let's get started. So now I am into my Marketo instance. Here what I want to do is, first of all, I want to create my campaign folder under which I will be creating my nurture engagement program. So when it comes to naming convention, follow your naming convention for your organization that you have. So here I just put a random name from my program. Now I will hit create, and after this I will be, so now we have our folder created. Let's create a new program. So I will click this folder and I will choose a new program. This dialog box will appear. Here I need to give the name of the program. So I will be following the best practice for naming this. You have to give a name to your nurture engagement program. So let's give them a name very quick. You have to choose a program type that will be engagement and channel. Most of the time you will have a channel. Hit create. So now you have your engagement program created. So let's create some of the folder that we would need. So under this folder, very quickly, I will create an asset folder in which we will be housing all of our emails. Let's create a couple of more. One for campaigns and one for reports. All right. Under your assets, you want to create your email. So uh, we will quickly create a email that will not be a real email, but we will just pretend that we have an email ready that we can use for our work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select any of the template that I can utilize it. I will have to give them a name. So I will give them a name, email. Here you will quickly change our from name, the from address, reply to address, and a subject. We are not going to change any of this because we know how to create this engagement, how to create this email program in Marketo. So let's go and save and approved and close. We will just clone this and we. So I just quickly went and created a clone of this all email. So now let's see how to add uh, them into a stream. Okay. So here by default, when you create a nurture engagement program, you will have a stream one. If you want, you can add more stream. That is quite easy to add. You have this plus icon here. Just hit that and you can add as many as stream you can have. The maximum limit that we have in engagement program is 25 stream can be added. So now let's add this email into this engagement program that we have just built into some of these streams. Uh, so we have stream 1, stream 2 and stream 3. If we want to change their name, we can edit their name by simply clicking here. We can say this is an awareness stage. Awareness stage. The second could be the consideration. And the third one we can say it's a decision stage. Stage. So now we want to add a content, all of this email that we have created into this stream. It's very easy how we can add them. There are a couple of ways you can add them. One of the way that you can do is you can just simply uh, go to your stream, and from here you can hover, and by double clicking you can simply get this option, and you have option to add whether you want to add them into awareness, consideration and decision stream. So I want to add this 01 into my awareness stage, and it should be added. The other way of adding email into your stream is very simple. You can simply click add content. From here you get two options, email or program. For now we will want to add email, so I can click email and I can select which email I want to add. For example, I want to add email number 1, so I can click here. My email 1 is added. I can go ahead and add more email. If I want to add, I can go again, select number 2, and once you have added, it will be showing like 0102. If you want 01 email to be going first, I can simply reorder the sequence. Marketo always send the this system will always send email on the basis of their priority. So anything at the top, that will go first, at the bottom will go last. So if you want to rearrange their priority, you can simply drag and drop wherever you want them. Add some content here. Let's add number 3 here and number 4, and also add one email into our last stream. So all of these have been added. So once you add your email into your nurture engagement program stream, you want to activate them. So let's go quickly activate them. Any email that you have not activated, Marketo stream will not send them, and it will overlook it, and it will say that it's not available to be deployed to anybody. So everyone will skip that particular email if it is deactivated. Now let's say this email that I have added, I only want to make it available for certain time frame. Maybe it is an invitation to an event that is happening next week, and after that it is not relevant to anyone. I can make this available. Let's say this email is going today and I want it to be available for 1 week only. So by email, my cadence is set to go on Tuesday every week. So next, maybe on the next cadence I want to stop it, so I only want to make it available for let's say 2 cadence. So from here, my start and end, it will be only available for this time frame, and after that it will not be available. It will get deactivated automatically. So after doing that, you may see here that you have the one clock icon. That means this is available only for a certain time frame. So we have successfully created our nurture program in Marketo. We have also created our email. Uh, we have added emails into different stream that we have done, and now we have also activated our emails in this. One thing that we need to keep in mind whenever we are building this nurture engagement program, that is, by default your nurture engagement program is on, and whenever you're working, I recommend you should make this status off, even if you're making an adjustment to an existing nurture engagement program. And you can again put it on when you have done all the setting, all the campaign is ready, everything is set up is done, then you can put them on again. So for now, let's keep it off, and let's go back to our nurture engagement program stream. So we have successfully designed our streams. Now it's time to decide what time you want to send this email. So there is a fancy way of saying that in Marketo, it is called set stream cadence. So cadence is nothing but basically deciding when you want to send this email. So after clicking that, you will have this dialog box appear which says set stream cadence. You can decide to send email on the basis of weekly or monthly. If you have a slow nurture, you can keep it monthly. If you only want to send email once in a month or maybe twice in a month, you can select monthly and then decide a date. Uh, but most cases, people would typically schedule this email as a weekly. The next thing you have to decide is the first cast. When you want your team to send this email for the first time, that you have to schedule. Right. Let's assume that I have everything ready and I want my first email to go on uh, Monday, 4th July. So I can decide that, and after that how many time I want to repeat. I just want this email to go on Monday. Now in most cases, typically people would send this Tuesday or Thursday. So let's say I want to send this email on every Thursday, and I have to decide a time, what time I want to send this email. Maybe I want to send this email at 9 a.m. recipient time zone, so I can select that. You can see that here the first cast that I'm saying, it's a different. So it is 4th, which is Monday, and I decided that every Tuesday my email should go. So in this case, if I choose this date as a Monday, the person will receive first email on Monday, but second email they will receive on Tuesday. So you need to be careful about how you want to design this. Otherwise, they will receive the two email just that same week, right? So let's keep that into uh, Tuesday again, because I want all of my email to go on Tuesday. Right? So it will go on this, then it will wait for a next Tuesday to come, and then it will send my next email. Likewise, we can schedule the cadence for the all the other stream. Let's do that very quickly for the consideration stage. I want this to go, and both the stream cadence can be different because they are managed independently, regardless of your program. So maybe my awareness stage cadence can go on Tuesday 9 a.m. But if I want my consideration stage email to go on every let's say Thursday, so I can schedule that go on Thursday, and here I can schedule Thursday. I want it to go on 10th, 10 o'clock every morning, so I can again say schedule that here, and I want it to be going as a recipient time zone, so I can select that and save. Now that we have created our three streams, and we have also added our cadence on the awareness and consideration stage, the same thing you can follow for the decision stage. I'm not going to show that right now because now we know how to do that. So now let's talk about the transition rule. So what is transition rule? In Marketo, transition rules are set up to pull people into your stream, right? So here you will be deciding when people should be added to your consideration stage. So what you can do, you can click this transition rule. After clicking the transition rule, you will be moved to the next page. Here you have to be careful about that. It says a warning: the transition rule must be have a trigger to be active. If you want transition stream to be working, transition rule to be working, you must need a trigger campaign. So what we can do here is we can use a trigger called score is changed. I can drag and drop here. I can say my score is person score, new score, and I want to say between T3 to 50. So anybody's score, that is any person lead person score is between 33 to 50. They should be pulled to this consideration should be pulled into the consideration stream. So it automatically gets saved. You can see here it's saved now, so I can close that. And after closing, you will see that your rule has been added here. Similarly, you can add the and add a score. So we will again repeat the same process. We will click edit transition rules. Here we will use the same trigger that we use here. Score is changed. Now we will say the person score is new score. New score is greater than 100. Any person who have the score of 100, we want to send them a consideration related communication from our stream. So I will quickly close this. So we have successfully defined a transition rule for the consideration stage, decision stage. Now let's say we want to pull people back into awareness stage if there is a change on their score. Do we need that here? Yes, of course we need that. If somebody's score is less than uh, 33, for example, somebody's score was 34, but he did some he's not engaging with us, or he's not, he got some inactivity negative score, and his score is now less than 33, so they should be pulled back to the awareness stage. So for that we have to create a rule here. So let's edit transition rule. Let's add transition rule for the first stream as well. Say the person score. Now we will have to use the new score here, and we will say the new score is between 0 to 32. 0 to 32. So here we go. Congratulations. We have successfully created our nurture engagement program. We have added emails uh, to our stream, that three stream that we have built. Now we also have Cadence in place, and just now we added transition rule. So good going. Now, as a next step, we will create a smart campaign to add people to our nurture engagement program. So let's do that. So now here we will use a trigger campaign, which is called person is created. Person is any, and we want a person status. Person status to be, let's say, prospect. So any person who is get created in our Marketo instance and their person status is prospect, we want to add them to this engagement program. So in the flow step, we will first add the change program status. So that is how we will measure our success. So here, what I will do, I will make them a member of my engagement program. The next thing we will use is we will add a filter which is called uh, engagement add to an engagement program. Here, once you add this add to engagement program in the flow step, here you can choose which cadence or which stream you want to add these people to. So I want everybody who just created and their status is prospect to be added into awareness stage. So that's been added. Now what we will do is, as a next step, we will activate this program. So my campaign is not saved, it is saving right now. So now what we have to do is we have to activate this because it's a ticker campaign. So let's activate that. Now any person get created in Marketo as per the rule and their person status is prospect, they will be added to my engagement program, which is this engagement program that just we built on a stream that is awareness stage. We have successfully added people to our nurture engagement program. So next we will move forward and follow some of the best practices. Now we want to make a logic for people who are marketing suspended, and we want to make sure that they are paused because they are marketing suspended, and we don't want to send them any of the nurture engagement emails to them for time being until they become again regular. Their status from the marketing suspended is changed to normal and they are able to receive email. So for that, we will build this logic. So what I have done is I have created quickly a smart campaign, and I'm using a trigger which is called data value change. Here I'm using an attribution called marketing suspended. So any person data get changed and new value is marketing suspended, and I can set is true. Marketing suspended value is true now. So I can go next step. I can say add a special filter called change engagement program cadence, and here I can select my program. And after as a new value, you have two options. One is paused, one is normal. So any person who is marked as a marketing suspended, we don't want to send them communication from our nurture stream. So we are making them pause. Right. Next, we will activate our program so that it will start working. So we have successfully created this trigger campaign, which will look for people who get marketing suspended and make them pause. Now we also need to create another campaign that will change, uh, that will make them normal in case their marketing suspended status is now changed. So let's go ahead and create that. For that, what I will do is I will simply clone this trigger campaign that I have created, and I will just give them a new name. So I will just say it uh, normal cadence. Have uh, here you go. Let me drag and drop that into my right folder. I have it here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the same trigger which says data value is change. Attribute is again marketing suspended. Now I want new value to be false. So now they are not marketing suspended. Here I will say normal, and it is saved. Now let's go and activate that. So let's activate. Great. So we have also done that. Now let's create some report for the nurture engagement program that just we have built it. So let's go ahead and create some the out of the box report that we have available for engagement program. So I will click that. I will go to new local asset, and after that I will select report. And from report type, I want to engagement stream performance report. And let's get started. And it's done. Here I want to make some adjustment into my setup. So in setup, I will make this to all time so that I can know uh, every email that has gone from my stream and how those are performing for every week. And yep, because we have created a local report, so by default it will select my program that I have built here. Uh, so I can go from here and select my nurture program, and here you go. Cool. So we have done that. Now what you can also do is, in terms of best practices, you can only add email, but you can also add programs into the stream. And one of the advantage that you will find of adding program into the nurture stream is that you can utilize the progression status of the program. So that will give you more robust tracking and reporting how the program have done, as compared to utilizing only emails as a part of your nurture engagement programs. I will show you that into the future video, how to add default program and event program into engagement nurture stream, and also how to do a champion and challenger event in the future videos that I am planning to build for you guys. Perfect. So now we have created our program. We have also added our email campaign into nurture streams. Our nurture stream cadence is set. We have also added trigger campaign to add people into our nurture engagement program, pause and unpause our prospect in our nurture campaign program. And we have successfully created our report as well. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and uh, you can do you can see how these emails are looking from a cadence. So what you can do is you can test your stream by clicking this button, and you can select a person that you want to send email from. your place, and after doing that, all the Cadence, any email that is there in in your stream, you will receive the test copy for yourself. You can share that with your stakeholder to make sure that your stakeholders are happy with all the email that we have designed. And once it is approved, it's time to go to your setup and uh, change this program status off to on, and your program is live. As promised, now let's discuss what kind of nurture engagement program that you can build for your Marketo instance as a part of your global nurture engagement program strategy. Some of the engagement program that you can build, it could be for people who are net new into your database. That means they are recently added into your program. You, on the basis of their status, you can create a generic stream which will give them information about your product and services, and on the basis of their interaction with your emails or your campaign, you can move them into specific more product based or service based nurture campaign program for them. The second kind of a nurture program you can build for people who are recycled. That means once they were your right from your ideal customer profile, they met all the threshold, they become MQL, the sales accepted them, they spoke, but they find out that they are not ready yet to buy. You want to, again send them into some sort of nurture engagement program to help them become more aware about your product and services. And when they have everything ready and they are ready to engage with your sales, until then put them into nurture engagement program for a cycle. uh, it should be different because these people are already aware about your program services. That's how they become MQL. So this particular track that you're building or campaign that you're building, you should be focusing more into the top of the funnel or bottom of the funnel to help them advocate for your product and service to their management, provide them everything that they need to use your product and services. uh, the third kind of engagement program that you can build is for stay in touch. So you can simply be once in a month email sending them to people who are not yet ready to buy a product or services with you. Is just kind of email to check them if they need any help from you. This email can go from your sales rep name as well, just to check if they have any question or any burning uh, issues that they want to discuss with your company and have a consultation on. This kind of nurture campaign you can build for people who are not regularly engaged with you. uh, the other kind of nurture campaign you can build for people who were in a trial. They have taken a trial, 14 days trial or 30-day trial or 2-month trial, whatever the use case is in your business. Let's say somebody have taken a 14 days trial and their trial is now over, but they have not upgraded to your subscription plan. So you can create a special engagement program for those kind of people who who use your subscription, who use your trial, but not per purchase. So that can be a dedicated stream from them or dedicated nurture engagement program for people who have been part of your trial. The other could be nurture kind of a nurture program for people whose information you don't have. So you only have some of the information, but you want to know their product of interest or product or services they are interested in, what kind of budget they have, and you want to engage with them. So you can create some kind of program that will give you all of this information, and on the basis of this information, you can pull them or push them into a more product or service specific nurture engagement program. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of how to create a nurture engagement program in Marketo and some of the best practices that we discussed today. Thank you so much for spending time with me. This was Chiranjit Shah from Marketo Jet. Take care. See you next time.